position. We're excited to get this season off with a bang.
I think they're all taking tires. And on top of that, it's going to be saucier. It's going to be an all-out shootout to the end. He's got line of sight on these guys.
I commend you for the bravery. He's getting this close to the diffuser.
All you gotta do is win the race. You don't have to lead a whole bunch of laps.
Oh, they're going to be side by side coming into the next corner.
Oh, that's a big contact in the back of the field.
Can't stay out there like this.
He stayed in it!
We're off and away for SRA.
Welcome back to SRA GT3 Main Series, Season 10, Division 4, Round 4, in the Brickyard, Indianapolis. Tonight we have yours truly, Speedmaster, and Harrison Channing.
Hello. I'm excited for this. Oh, I'm excited for this. I've seen some talking in the D4 chat about how squirrely people are getting coming onto the main straight. So I'm excited to see how D4 handles the this beast of a track.
Temperature definitely is an issue for those. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Porsches tonight. They are gonna chew through their rear lap because of the high banking and high speed corners in the Brickyard. Luckily, tonight we have another, I would say, relatively unusual for SRA, pit mandatory, which is mandatory tire swap, no refilling allowed. So you have to carry all your fuel from the goal. Luckily for the Porsche driver, everyone needs to take tires, so their suffering of tire burnout will be relatively less.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We warned people last stream to practice their pit stops, and I'm interested to see if we'll be able to tell who did and who didn't.
Yeah, the pit here, because of mandatory tire, is very long. It's a 75-second pit delta. That is 80+%. I think about 82% of your entire lap. So it'll dump you about 20 seconds. What was in front of you when you came in?
It'll be it'll be interesting for sure. I think strategy is going to play huge in this. Other races, it's really just if you're in the front, go until you can't, and if you're in the back, hope for an undercut, and if you're in the middle, just follow whoever's in front of you. But I think strategy will be such a huge part in this just because of that 75-second pit delta. I'm excited to see who's going to run some risks and who's going to come out on top.
All right, let's go over our standing after 3 races. We are leading, got promoted. Harold McDonald from silver to gold, leading at 192 points. 14 points back with Matt Artem. And then Martin Smith, very close to their teammate, so their team must be loaded with points. Nate Andrew, 4th. 5th, Ian Byron. 6th, Pencil Rigatoni. Oh, the Legos boy doing not bad either. Jack Sullivan, 7th. 8th, Curtis Lorade. I believe he may not be here tonight, if I recall correctly. We have Waleed in the 11th place. Oh, sorry, I skipped a couple. 9th, Pat Cockcroft. Darren Wicks, 10th. 11th is Wally Sadid. Kyle Cumbert, 12th. Not here tonight. He'll be with us on the chat. Caleb O'Neill, 13th. DJ Watt, 14th. 15th is Shatna. If I recall correctly, Shatna is the coach's pick this week. Yeah, let's see if he cursed the man. Oh, I think Harold, which is our current leader, is also a coach pick. 16th, Sacombe. 17, Colin Shea. 18, Justin McKechnie. I think he's not here tonight. I That one I'm a little more iffy. I don't quite recall. 19th we have Night Wheels. 20th Christian Home, Justin Riley. 21st, 22nd Derek Schwepp. Yaron Boy is on 23rd. Matt Mattis 24th, 25th, and now the Yaron Boy Jeremy. Sodi Fate 26. Keep going. We have Falker, and it's 27. That's a lot. I'm not gonna continue. Holy boy, that's I did not know we have that many drivers. 50 drivers we have? What? I thought we're 40. We have 36. Oh wow. All right, let's go over top 3 real quick for the team standing. We have America United Racing from Matt Artem and Martin Smith, the Audi boys. I think they may have been the only Audis on the grid. Lego boys, Ian Byron and Pencil Rigatoni, and then we have Macus, which is Justin and Harold. Oh wow, they're pretty close. Pretty close. 70 points from P1 to P3. Oh, that's right, Tron Audis. All right, let's hop on board with. We are right now with Barnes.
And Silver's warming up their tires for Indianapolis. Yep. I'm excited.
The track's gonna warm them up real quick.
Yeah, I mean this track is so floaty too. I'm expecting to see some self deletes.
Turn 7 is easy one. I feel like we'll power over because it's off camber.
Yeah. And I think 5 and 6 coming onto that straight, sending people around. I mean, honestly, there's so many smooth curves that I think a lot of people are going to have issues with either cold tires or dead tires. I think around the just before and just after people pit is where we'll see a lot of self deletes.
Yep, definitely when they're either tires too hot or too cold. Oh, I forgot the track map. We can run that. Do you prefer to run that now or between silver and gold? Totally abandon that.
We'll run it between silver and gold.
Cool. We'll do that.
Because I think we have a few people that are just about to get onto their laps.
Hot lap. Yep.
I'm excited to see the times. 10:14 is an absolute menace. At least when I race it in the BMW, that little lip where you lose it, you can just send yourself into the wall onto the grass so easily.
Also, 14 is the last braking zone, so it brings you all the way to 15 in front straight. If you get hampered by a TC, let's say not even a spin, just your TC capping you a little bit, your acceleration's gonna get hampered, and you're gonna get spanked the entire pit straight, which is quite long here.
But I'm sure everyone's been practicing and pit stops have been practiced. This will go great. I have no stress about it at all for them.
Hopefully not. Also, I would like to say that turn 1 and turn 8, maybe turn 13. Yes, turn 13. The inside sausage is quite aggressive. Then, ooh, as Big Daddy went off track a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately losing his lap time there.
Yep.
He was looking good for it though. It's also turn 8, 9 and on to 10. Having that like kind of weird back and forth can that so easily
S1.
Yeah, it can send you off pretty quickly. And I remember when we raced this a couple seasons ago in the evening, the sun sets exactly on that chicane. As Jay Laz sets our best time for silver, immediately beaten though by Sacombe, and then immediately beaten again by Barnes. So Barnes currently spearheading the silvers with a 137.910. But I imagine that'll change quick. As I already see a lot of green.
Yep. I'm expected to see maybe high 26 in silver. If not mid 20s or 36. Curtis Lee just got a
137.3. So I think the 37 points. Oh, sorry, 36.9s will be coming in, I think.
Sean saying 30. Sean in the chat saying 36 next lap.
Yeah, I think I'd put money on that. There's already Sacombe setting a 138 perfectly flat.
Yep.
That's something you see every day, but he's half a second up on his time. So that'll put him in second place. Unless Barnes, who is also half a second up on their time. It's really anyone's game at this point. There's so much green on the timing board right now.
Lee just lost his delta. Still ahead, but couldn't quite get into the 36. As Barnes coming to the finish line. Big Daddy almost broke
Oh, just a
into
hair.
the 36. Under 10 away.
It's that final chicane that's catching a lot of people out, though.
That is quite a difficult traction zone.
Yeah. As Lee is back in the red, and a lot of people went from being half a second up to maybe just a tenth or so up. Look at this. You know what? Indianapolis is a nice looking track, though.
It is.
I do love watching cars go around.
And
it.
I love the scan off from Kunos. It's so nice and accurate off this different surface change.
Yeah. Lee right now almost, or us, half a second up on themselves. And who else? Fade also half a second up. But pulled down to. Oh, there he is. There's our first 36. As Big Daddy goes 136.832, beating their previous time. And still finding green on the first corner. Oh, they might have got a bit deep there.
Just
actually
lost it. Yep, barely.
But for the most part, everyone has their laps in. From 138.8 to a 136.8 is currently the spread of silver drivers. As Lee clocks in at a 137.060, jumping in a second.
Buckley got a yellow and pitted.
I don't know if he'll be able to come back out.
I don't think so. It's a little tight.
Yeah, with the 137.0, maybe 2 minutes
You get
20.
one more lap, I guess.
He might be able to get one lap.
I
Yeah,
don't know
if he's-
how long it takes to drive out of the.
that's the problem. Yeah,
A pit is miles long.
yeah, and with the 137.8, currently P12, I can see him losing a few positions if he's not able to get out in time.
Yeah, Shetton is gunning for his position. Foster is.
Well, as Bond finds their
Bond
way
got
onto
a yellow.
grass.
Missed it, turn 13. Looks like he's calling it for a day. And Les also got spook. A lot of drivers cooking at turn 13. Definitely is a overtaking zone there. And also traffic area.
Yeah, Fade jumping into third with a 137.107, sorry.
On
It's pretty
end zone?
tight between second, third, and fourth right now.
Yeah. They're within, like,
Incredibly tight
2
between
tenths.
Thompson and Barnes.
Yep. Oh yeah, 5 milliseconds. Ensom was about to spank them with 3/10 improvement here.
God, look at that. And that's actually, Ansem is currently running a Welsh livery. So,
Oh, is it?
Oh gosh, what time will it be in Wales right now? Either very early or very late. Let me do a quick check.
I think it's 3 a.m.
It'll be about 2 a.m. in Wales, so that'll be in the morning for them. So bore da to my Welsh people. That's a good morning in Welsh. I also know Prynhawn da, which is good evening, and Nos da, which is good night. And if you tuned in to hear me speak Welsh, that's it. So hope you enjoyed it. As I think Big Daddy bested that time to put on a
my
136.6.
Oh no, yep. Okay, he just overcooked 13, which is. But Curtis here is threatening Big Daddy's position.
Yeah, looking good. It's gonna be tight for this front running.
The current. Oh no.
As Barnes
Curtis
just jumped into
lost a little
fourth
bit.
with a 137.107.
Not quite enough. Curtis just a 10th away from Big Daddy, and Big Daddy coming in.
Ooh. M. Mattisey with a huge jump up into 7th.
Right. Who else? Sacombe. No, this is Ansom. A 10th.
Yep, and some currently up
They
in that
buy him a
time.
place over Sacombe.
Unless
Sacombe may
Sacombe
return
can-
that though.
Yeah,
Just into the later bit of sector 2. Exiting 11.
oh, but he's just ruined it.
GG.
And I think that locks us up as
Yep.
Adetso went over the line.
And Big
Able to
Daddy on
claim
his last
17th.
lap. About a 10th up.
I'd love to see if he can just put a little more dirt in the wound and best his time. And he does. Saves himself from a 36.628, so a 36.620.
All right.
That's
That's
all.
our goal. Let's heading out. You want to do the track map for us?
Certainly. Indianapolis. Beautiful, beautiful track. Absolutely terrifying too, as there are so many places to lose it as you come flying down the main straight into turn 1, hard braking. You just want to kiss that inside curb, because if you don't, you're going to send yourself into the grass between 2 and 3. 2, you're flipping your steering wheel right back over, easy to lose traction, especially your back end. And 3 is just a smooth coast to send you out into the braking zone for 4. 4 is quite tricky as it doesn't have a very specific braking zone. And it's very easy to kind of overcook and send yourself wide or hit the dirt on the inside of that corner. 5, again, it's a pretty quick one, quick right-hander, more of a setup for learning. 6 and 7. 6, that long left curve, very easy to lose yourself and find yourself maybe a little too wide, a little too in. It's a very hard corner to be consistent in. But you want to be consistent because 6 and 7 is so important to set up correctly for that back straight. 7, sending yourself way wide, taking up as much track as you can, and then launching yourself down that back straight all the way to 8, and similar to turn 1, another hard corner. Bring it right down, just again kissing that apex, because if you don't, you'll send yourself flying into the infield. And then a very smooth, a very enjoyable chicane between 9 and 10. That right and left, kind of like cruising over the bumps. Very easy to mess up again though and lose control over those bumps. Turn 8, a natural, oh sorry, not turn 8, turn 10. Yeah, turn 10, right-hander. Big cut there. You can make a huge cut on the track as long as you keep your wheels on the inside there, and you can find almost like a 10th. It's absolutely fantastic. And then you're just pinned up until turn 13, where you have to slam on your brakes once again. Hard right-hander, similar to turn 1. Again, those sausage curbs on the inside will ruin people's race, and I imagine we'll see that tonight. 14, again, you can cut across this one. Not as much as the previous corners, but that dirt is definitely something you can hit and not worry about. 15 is where a surprising amount of people will send themselves into the wall. There's a little lip as you go from that curve back onto the NASCAR straight. Yeah, and it'll send you to the Shadow Realm so easily. I watched it happen a couple seasons ago. And then you're back on that straight. You want to slam your accelerator as hard as you can and hope you've got a good run out of that last corner in turn 15, and you'll be set for a good lap. As we've seen, a 37, no one really close yet to Big Daddy. It was 36.6, but a few 37.0s. As I open my big mouth, McDonald's smashes the 36.6 and so puts in a 36.5.
I like to bring our audience attention to new driver to D4, Tyler Carr. He just got promoted from D5, if I read the chat correctly earlier today, and he's already topping the board.
Yeah, no kidding. Look at that. It's always nice to see, young talent arrive.
And so is Big Daddy. Big Daddy's from D4 as well, from D5 as well.
And Big Daddy, yeah, kind of cementing themselves that they should be in this division, if not scaring some of the D3 folks for next season, I'm sure. I'm excited to see with a 36.6 where he'll land. As we take a look at a few 36 have rolled in at this point. None of them able to break Big Daddy's second place. Except for Matt. Every time I say something, someone goes and changes. 36.4. Man, that Audi looking good out there.
Audi, I drove it here once or twice between the week. Is sketchy. At least the setup I have. I don't know if it is really the setup though. The rear just has no traction.
Yeah, I wonder if they've gotten used to it and they've found a way to kind of skirt along the knife's edge without going too deep and spinning out. We'll have to see for the race. Oh, his car.
Yep.
Newcomer again hits a 136.3. Fantastic stuff. Man, that's rapid. As Silva has been pretty much well pushed to the back. This is quite a difference.
It's Ian coming to turn 6, double apex. He's 4.5 tenths up. Only 14. Heading to the back straight.
McDonald coming onto the... Oh, just past the turn 1.
Oh, he's getting traffic.
Yeah. He was up 3 tenths.
Who is in front of him? Let's see. Oh, he's in the straight. That brings to P2, less than half a tenth behind Carr. That's Pat Cockcroft in front of Aaron McDonald. Hello, Justin from the chat. Welcome, welcome. Don't want to miss any penetration happens here.
McKechnie, sorry, I was looking at chat. Car just hit a 136.1. That's crazy that they were. Car, I believe, came from D5, right?
Yeah, D5 supposedly.
Yeah, you're saying?
I don't know which D5 from which league.
Yeah. D5 setting a 136.1 is insane. No wonder they were put straight into D4 gold.
Onto Swap, currently a 10th and a half up. Turn 12. Ooh. Hear the tire screaming.
Move this man to D2, Sean. Yeah, he's ready for it, apparently.
Goes the driver. Oh, Swap's just barely even. Onto Sullivan. Turn 12 again.
Sullivan starting out that race.
That's turn 15, coming to pit straight. Oh, he just lost a bunch in final sector, huh?
Yeah, it was as soon as he hit that little lip.
Yeah. Get to have another lap, Sullivan. Okay, O'Neill.
So that's the end of
Back straight.
qualifying. Car pitted, calling it for the day, as well as Smith. And I honestly doubt Car is going to lose first place here. So I think that's a pretty.
That is a 2/10
pretty much
gap.
Yeah, finished. If McDonald's able to find time on that lap, they're definitely going to be able to take second from Smith. But right now, down. Not too much on their own time.
Riccatoni right now is almost 2/10 up, coming to the final turn 15. Coming onto the banking.
O'Neill also joining the banking, 3/10 up on their time.
Just behind Riccatoni.
Which jumped
That's a
them way
good
up into
jump.
14th for O'Neill. Matt Artem jumping, or is it Artem jumping Smith? So a bit of team-on-team violence, taking second, but being able to lock out second and third as a team, if they're able to
That's
keep
good
their
point.
comms together, that's that could be some good, having a rear gunner. McDonald crosses the line, holding in fourth, and Sullivan jumping up to fifth. Nice race, nice qualifying. I think that was incredibly
quite quick.
surprising to see Sullivan jump on that last lap. Really put everything in there. Fantastic lap.
All right, let's roll the sponsor while our drivers loading for their setup and prepping for the pit stops. A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documize, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documize.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides for your favorite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Trek Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Trek Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that enhances your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. And to Go Setups, premium esports setups for everyone. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Alright, we still have another half a minute or so. We, Harrison just noticed there are some on-track penalty happens this week.
Yeah, so 707 was just given a 17-second penalty. I missed the rest of it, but that was A. Adizzo. We also have, I believe, Di Stefani, who had a quali ban. So that's why they're currently sitting in 36 with no time set.
I hope that one's clean, because if it is not and you pit early, you're gonna suffer so hard because of the temperature. In the race tonight, if I recall correctly, it is 36 degree or 35 degrees Celsius. The tire ain't gonna like that for too long. I had a very short practice public race here earlier last week. It was just 20 or 30 minutes long, and tires definitely was suffering by the end of 20-30 minutes. So imagine if you have to pit early and you have to carry one set of tire through the 60-minute race. It's gonna end up a little bit like Silverstone and Hamilton running on 3 wheels.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this race pans out, and it'll be interesting to make sure it wasn't a lengthy driver's briefing this time, as lengthy as it was before. But it'd be interesting to see if anyone makes a mistake on the new the special pit stop for this race.
That is true. If anyone didn't get the memo or didn't set their tire correctly in their setup for the pit strap, that could screw them up. If they didn't set the tire in the pit strap correctly, they'll come out with wonky tires.
Yeah, or miss fueling themselves.
Actually, I don't know if that is allowed. Like, maybe they just straight up ban the option. I don't exactly remember how that mechanic goes.
I believe you can set your own fuel. If you set it short and you need to pit for fuel, you'll be handed, I think it's a 30-second time penalty.
I see.
Onto your lap, well, onto your time, which is basically death. You'll lose so many positions from a 30-second lap time, unless you are way out front or in very last place.
Oh no, just like last night, looks like Jeremy Yarin's ping is not doing well.
Oh boy.
I wonder what is going on with that man. Internet. Yep, like Harrison said, Adizzo get a 30-second plus. That's gonna be a long pit stop for that man.
Sorry, incorrect. You cannot refuel at all. So if you run out of fuel, you run out of fuel. Thank you for the...
Oh, I see. So you don't even get spent. You just cannot get any.
Oh,
Dang, that's ruthless. The game won't allow you to refuel. Yeah, I see. Yep, that's GG.
That is a GG. I can't wait to see the one person who did not... Who's going to crawl to the end as we're lining up for the lights to go green. As I'm watching the back half of the group.
Green light, go, go, go.
And we got green.
And
the Audi sandwiching car, the newcomer of D4, 3 wide into turn 1. Looks like Audi got excellent launch.
I'm seeing a lot of 3 wides and a lot of late brakes in the rear here.
Small tap, no big deal.
Don't see any death just yet, though. I lied. I did see death as Ansem.
Double Bentley.
Yep, and 2 Bentleys get stuck in the back. Ansem, unfortunately, jumping down to dead last.
Now the Audi is sandwiching P12. I see 8th and 10th. Got a yellow.
Oh, yep, as we have someone around.
Turn 6, looks like in the pip.
I'll see if I can drop back and get that going. See what happened there. On board with Schwepp here, as he's on the outside. Oh, it's a dive from the
Okay.
Ferrari, but he's still on the move. He's still all right. Oh, there it
Got
is.
swipe on turn 5.
Yep, going into the inside, and then a pile up and a few love taps, but it doesn't look like anyone else was picked up in it, just the two. A bit of a dodgy move up that inside. The door shut and trouble we had.
Now I'm on P6 in Byron chasing Sullivan.
Because we have another yellow as a big crash. Oh, a lot of people caught up in
that's a
this.
lot. That's turn
Oh,
13.
a lot of people caught up in this.
Oof.
As I'll drop us back another 30 seconds. I think that
Byron's
looked
picking down inside of turn 1. Got twice.
as this is Stefani who had. Oh, not Stefani, sorry. This is Foster who got stuck in this.
Omen
Late
Will side by
breaks.
side.
Oh, huge
got
late
nailed right
breaks.
at the door.
Yep. Missed their braking zone and committed a bit of a death, and then a few people behind him getting caught up. A Bentley going to the grass to avoid it and getting spun out because of it. That was just a rough scenario through and through. Stewards are already.
Oh, penetration. It was Nightwheel penetrating. Ooh, got penetrate. Sacom. Yes.
Scum. Oh boy. Stewards already so hard work
Rolling their
from
eyes
last.
at us.
Guys, D4 put so much work on the Stewards last race, and you're gonna do it again to him. As Nightwheels is still around and is just about to get going, unfortunately, in last place. P15 Shatner though, taking the quickest time right now. You can see how crazy it's been, as that quickest time is a 4:26.
Ooh, Sacom almost. Sacom almost penetrated Barnes there. Nightwheel's pitting. Up back onto front. Pilot cars chasing Matt Arto. Sandwiched between the Audis.
Fade looks like was thinking of a move on Wix, decided against it. Again, a lot of people looking up the inside is almost a
Madison on
big
the
death moment,
inside. Cut
but
the
then
curb.
there's damage.
He probably just missed the braking entirely, trying to get as far right as he could.
Candrail was looking on the inside of Sacombe and decided to back out of it, maybe braking a little earlier than thought. It sent a lot of people for a loop.
Back to the top 3, double Audi sandwiching car. I wonder if Matt Artem's gonna back him up a little to help his teammate, or he's just gonna run ahead. Car last lap is 37.1, which is the purple.
As the field is fairly spread out now, except a few clumps here and there. As we have officially lost our first racer down to 35 cars, as I think Nightwheels has taken to the pit to retire.
Oof. Cannot see this connection. Ooh, cars using quite a bit of curb on T1. I believe they just come to. No, they're not. So.
As Laz is looking up the inside of Rally.
As they're side by side.
He just backs out of it as he
Backed
didn't
out.
get enough onto it. Oh, but he still stuck his nose in there.
Now Schwab's right behind him.
As that's now everyone onto the new lap. And that's the biggest overtaking point, is that turn 1.
Yep. High speed, long braking.
This Byron is right on the tail end of Sullivan for 5th. And there's a group of 4 that are kind of all battling it out.
On board with Brian, Ian. That's right, Sean. We spent endless hours. So Big Daddy is catching up onto Ian Byron, while Ian is fighting with Sullivan.
Doesn't look like anyone's close enough yet, just yet, to see overtaking, but
Not quite.
It's the-
Sullivan's a little more compromised for 2. Rigatoni. Ooh,
Rigatoni
Shenna
was-
was defending hard on T1. Is it necessary though? You're a Porsche. You don't really need to defend under braking, in my opinion.
Well, as Rally goes a bit deep into turn 1, causing Laz to get right up on them. Yeah, this top 4 group is also still very
They're
tight.
Still tight with each other. Yup.
Yeah, there's small pockets of racing up and down the field. Oh, as Rally goes deep into turn 8, losing 2 positions. It's that.
Looks like may lose one more, maybe. He's gonna be so compromised out of 11.
I think it was turn 7. They might have, just lost their braking and
turn
went
8,
too
yep.
far into the deep. No, they were able to recover. Because that was a replay of what happened with the outward movement.
Rigatoni now is right behind Shenna. Shenna take the inside. They definitely have overlap. Rigatoni, can he do a switcheroo on turn 2? Not quite. Now Rigatoni is under threat by Barnes. Ooh, wide, turn 4. Coming 5. Is he going to be wide again, Rigatoni? Rigatoni got inside. Almost tapped Shenna.
Ooh, as I believe Shea just passed Rally.
Trying to replay that one. Ooh, I see.
Oh, a smooth move down the
That was
inside
easy.
there. Made that look like it was on purpose as Rigatoni's gone off
Oh no!
and lost 3
Penzo.
positions. I'll drop that back in the picture, see what happened. Ooh, a
Man.
big dive down the middle, but could not hold it on. Braked a little, outbroke themselves, went onto the grass, and
Turn 8. Yep.
yeah, Barnes and Sacombe were able to steal that position for free.
Lost him 2 spots.
Ooh, as-
P1-2 is still fighting. Matt Artem and Tyler Carr.
Something happened with a Yaron there. I don't really know what, but it says they lost a few positions as Rally goes super deep, taking some brake boards with them. I believe that's into turn 13. So now into the straight.
Lee got a yellow. I'm gonna replay that. Oh, got
As-
tapped by Byron. Is that Byron?
As it looks like it, maybe. But in the picture, it looks like Buckley's after Stefani. Not enough overlap just yet, but they're real close. As just behind them, Ansem and Vincem. Oh, as there's a love tap. As I believe the 512 car of Ansem gets a bit argy-bargy.
Carr just lost
few
2
positions.
place in the top 4 fight. Let's replay that. Breaking T8. Oh, too deep. Looks like what Rigatoni did. And lost 2 spots from that.
Yeah, down into 4th, and now you have Smith and Artem both on the same team, holding it down
You
first and
want to-
second. Yeah, and that's gonna be annoying to deal with, as Andrew and I believe that's Vincent go side by side. Vincent on the inside to defend. An outside move, a late breaking outside move, a really nice overtake. Wow, by Andrew there, able to get by Vincent, as well as Wheeler passing Foster
that.
in the back there.
Ooh, what a... Oh, it's placed... Ooh,
Oh, it wasn't.
Wow, that was sketchy.
That was close. That was near death.
Willis Bentley almost died there.
I think we'll see some movement with these guys going into the first corner.
Back onto Rigatoni's, chasing Sacombe. Little 4-car pack.
Doesn't look like anyone was capitalized in that rear end group for position. You know what, so far there's been some death, but not as much as I thought it was going to be.
It's been pretty civilized. There's some on turn 5, I suppose. Between turn 5 and 6, someone went wide. That actually surprised me. That wasn't a spot that I expected carnage. A hop up front.
Ooh,
Oh,
as
Big Daddy
Aditso-
just got Ian. To replay that.
Daddy past Byron. It looks like Aditso's having issues.
Oh,
So they've lost 2 positions.
Ian went deep in turn 13.
Oh yeah, real deep.
Free spot for Big Daddy.
It catches up to you quick, that turn. Because you know, it's playing on your mind the whole time. Nail the curve, nail the curve, nail the turf. And if you let it slip for just a moment, you then go, oh shit, corner.
And then you're on the grass.
Yeah, and by then you're having a picnic. As Sacombe goes way up the inside of Barnes and is able to keep it on track.
Trying to replay that on the main
Pretty
screen.
nice move by Sacombe then. It looks like he's able to hold it.
Replay that on the main screen. Deep dive. Ooh.
It's such
Oh,
a shot,
wow.
but he's able to keep it together.
I know. I thought he went deep and maybe a switcheroo comes up. Nope. He kept the place. Now
There's a breaking zone somewhere, says Robinator. There's a break board, there is, but I'm sure someone's already hit it by now. As it goes.
Rigatoni's eyeing down the back of Barnes. Turn 8.
Ansem was on the rear end of the Audi of Stefani, but hit the grass a little, and I think that could have been an overtaking opportunity that was missed. But boy, does that Welsh livery look good.
And
Big Daddy's right on the rear end of
Ooh.
Cockcroft, but not able to take it. Lee going side by side. It's looking good.
And he sticks
he's
his
through.
nose in.
Very smooth. Very safe.
Holm couldn't really defend there. Holm was too far wide to the outside.
Yeah, and as we have our first pit, Colin Shea. We'll see how this goes. And actually, I don't know if they have damage or not. But it took them about 20 seconds to get into their pit position. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on how long they were stopped for.
Looks like Vincent may have to donate a spot to Wheeler. Let's see. Oh, no. It wasn't a donation.
Fair on track
Will it-
move.
Willa just took it from the inside.
Nice, fantastic driving. See, once everyone gets the
Night Will's on
heebie-jeebies
chat
out,
with us. Uh-oh. He really got unplugged.
game freezing everywhere.
He got unplugged
Heartbreaking.
last time he was here too. Rip.
Man, some nice racing coming out of D4. So Shea is on the move. After his pit, he was stopped for 50 seconds.
That is I assume damage then?
I'm gonna assume so too. His car did look a bit roughed up, but can't know for sure. But their pit stop has been 1:33 so far. So they must have had something happen if they've had to pit for basically a whole lap.
Yep.
As Rigatoni goes down the inside of Barnes to take that position.
Replay on the main screen. Down at turn 13. Nice and clean. Let's go, Penzo. Back onto first lead to the back of Zodi Fate. They've been at it for 2+ lap now.
Yeah, and they're stuck to each other like glue.
I feel like Lexus felt so good here. I drove Lexus.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the top line speed, I suppose, of Lexus.
God, that D&D livery looks so good as they are right on fade.
my
Holy.
God.
I think we'll be able to see a position change here for sure if he's able to keep it this close.
Looks like Andrew and John Anselm got a position change. Ooh, down at T8.
As Lee was looking down the inside of Fade, but to no avail. Getting real close though. But no position change for them.
The report up front. Double Audi is running P12. Not too far back, about 9/10 to a second, is our Tyler Carr, the new driver from D5.
Who has not only the quickest lap, but has been consistently hitting quick laps to catch up after his off-track debacle.
It's been 2 laps in a row. He got the fastest current lap.
Purple is sticking to this guy's name. As the field is starting to lengthen out more and more, it's only pockets of 2 to 3 cars that are sticking together, one of which is lean Fade. Oh, as Fade
donated.
Go! Fade was right on Wicks there, almost missed it.
And then
Into
it's side by
13.
side into 13, 14.
A little paint chip in here and there. They're right on each other.
Curtis right now got the inside of turn 1. And with Lexus top line, he may be more than even here. So he's trying to squeeze him onto the inside. It definitely elbows out.
Oh, it's tight.
Lexus is faster top line, but better braking on the Porsche. And Curtis keep the T1.
He snipes that position.
That was good
That's
stuff.
what we want to
D4.
see.
That was good stuff.
As Schwepp and Thompson are also side by side right now. Schwepp taking that position as Thompson decides to start defending against Laz, who was trying to get a free position there. As we have a second pit, I believe, of M. Matisse, who I don't think is pitting due to or fixing any damage. I don't remember hearing them have an incident. But they've been stopped for now 20 seconds.
Now cars down the inside of turn 13. Shove the Audi a little wide. I'm not sure if there's contact. I'm gonna replay that real quick.
Well, that
I'm
puts
not sure if
car
that was a
into
clean overtake. Looks okay. Looks like that door banging was incident to me.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to see what the stewards say about that one.
Yep.
But there's still a 1.5 gap to car, or from Artem to car. So we'll have to see if he's able to hold on to it. But car has been rapid.
And Smith got dropped back to a 2.5 in pretty quickly. In Byron's the back of Cockcroft.
So M. Matisse coming out of the pit stopped for 10 seconds shorter than Colin. Stopped for 40 seconds, and I think that's about accurate to what we'll be seeing for the most part. With a time in pit of a 1:35.
That still seem maybe a 10-second too long to me. A short repair maybe.
Well, as we have a yellow from Colin, who looks like they've gone a bit too deep. Have they gone a bit too deep? Gone to the pit box too.
Interesting. Maybe something happened real life, I'm guessing.
I'll see what happened as they were coming down the straight. Straight off into the
It looks like
the
maybe
braking
some
zone.
real life got distracted. Or equipment failure. Now I'm onto Rigatoni to the back of Shatner. Coming to T8. Shatner's defending again. That would have backed Rigatoni back to Sacoma and Barnes. Very good cut from Shatner.
So as we're about halfway through the race here, I'll say who's got the biggest wins and losses. Currently the biggest winner, Shatner, up 18 positions.
Ooh.
From 33rd to 15th. And I'm not including, as we have a yellow from Aditso, who seems to be way out into the grass. I'll replay that in the picture-in-picture. As it looks like it might have been a self-delete going through the chicane. Yep, that rear end right onto the dirt. No wall collision though, so that's good.
He's still
No
have 30
damage.
plus second to serve.
Just pride damage, no vehicle damage as they're going
Now
into
it's
the
coming
pit.
into the pit. And he will have to serve extra 30 seconds from penalty from previous week. That's gonna feel like a year here.
That's going to take a long time. As now our person who's had the most loss, unfortunately, is Schwepp, currently in 20th position, who started in P8, down 12 positions.
They kinda turn 5-6.
I'm sure some incidents are to blame there.
Rigatoni is being pushed back so much. Rigatoni has to live in a lot of places, and Shannon's defending too well for Rigatoni to overtake. Rigatoni is burning time behind Shannon.
As our first front end driver comes into the pit, McDonald.
Where is he gonna come out?
So he was in 4th position, I believe.
Even a good stop is still 5 year long. Oh, now Ian Byron's parallel side by side with Cockcroft from the inside.
And just behind them is Lee and Wicks.
Ooh, Cockcroft still get to keep his place from Porsche's braking.
On the same with Lee and Wicks. Wicks able to defend against Lee, who's looking up the inside but just couldn't get the position over. As
Now
Shatner and Rigatoni go side by side, Rigatoni down the inside. Able to hold that position? I believe so.
Rigatoni's finally through after 5 laps. 5-7 laps, to be honest. Rigatoni has been behind that green Porsche's. Starting to look really familiar by now. Wicks and Lee's had a position
as Lee,
change.
yeah, Lee's been able to get past Wicks. It looks like in that long curve.
Turn 6.
Yeah, down the
Wicks
inside.
got wide a little bit, got compromised. Oh, it's turn 7, got squeezed tight. I dig that Tron. I say that every time I see that car.
It's such a good looking car though.
Back to the rear. Vincent.
Okay, so I think we now have an
oh my
accurate time.
God, McDonald dropped back one pit
Yeah.
stop.
So in
Drop
one
back to
pit stop,
30th.
he was stopped for 1 minute and 25 seconds.
That's perfect stop.
So with a 32 time stop, the 32 second timed physically stopped.
Stationary time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he has dropped from 4th to 30th,
Yep.
which is insane.
Yeah, that is a 75-second pit delta, which is a perfect pit delta when you tick tire here.
As Shatner is jumping into the pits.
Luckily, for Harold McDonald, he has about a 19-second gap to the next car, but I don't know if that's true in traffic. That is still true with traffic. He has a 17 or 19-second gap, so he wouldn't be backed up too badly.
Back out into the front, Artem has been able to keep that car at about a 1.5 second gap, and even beating the previous lap time of car. So it looks like they're holding steady there.
We're with Christian Home on the main screen to the back of Sodi Fate. And then Stefani's in the pit. Up forward to Ian Byron. Oh,
as
Cockcroft just cracked.
Way too wide, or way too late on that break, losing 2 positions.
Ian finally cracked him.
And he's jumped into the pit. He's taken that as a sign.
Yep.
As Schwepp
His Porsche's
going side
rear
by
left
side.
must have been suffering hard.
Wow, Schwepp just went smoothly down the inside of Candrail into turn 13. As if he wasn't there.
Got a way better exit out of 11. Yeah, that was a free place. On to Christian Home, the back of Sodi Fate again. Sodi Fate has been defending quite well. Both of them, Sodi Fate and Jatna. A lot of headache for whoever is behind them.
Sullivan has brought the delta to just under a second on Smith. He's getting inching closer and closer lap by lap. Yeah, Fate have been fighting for their life this race.
Oh, that was a near
gosh.
penetration.
They are so on top of each other. Just back and forth.
Oh,
Oop, as Fate dives into the pit.
that don't want to defend anymore. It's halfway
Giving themselves
anyway.
a break.
Their tires are toast from temperature.
As I believe that's most of what's been going on with Smith, as Sullivan has gotten almost half a second in on them.
Oh, that is quite a closing rate. Waps to the back of Barnes.
As Laz is looking to try and get a move on Thompson, there's now overlap.
Left overlap.
Oh, it looks like Laz isn't
They
able
got
to
it.
pick
Who's
that
exiting?
up. As that is 5-1-2.
That's John Ansom.
Who I
Who just
believe
exited.
is a lap down.
Yes, because he just came off the pit.
Sullivan, as they come onto the... Oh, as they come into P13, Sullivan's aggressive down the inside of Smith. as he then breaks off
Also coming
and
to
goes
the
into
pit.
the pit.
Back onto Schwab to the back of Barnes.
Lee is now breathing down the neck of Yaron. I
Get a good toe.
don't think it's
Also,
enough to get the
Lexus is a little
pass.
faster in the straight. No, not even close on overlap.
Yeah, as they're able to keep it pretty smoothly together.
Hop back onto us. Coming down front straight. Bar for a lunge.
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty spread out now, especially after these pits. Only a few people here and there, as like you said, Schwepp and Barnes still red on each other. Oh, his Laz went off.
Sorry.
I'll replay that in the pit. Riley's able to get past Laz as Laz has an off. Oh, yeah, touching grass and then just getting sucked into the gravel. A free position as they rejoin safely without any issue.
Down the inside of Yaron. Jeremy took the outside. And Curtis took the place in Sector 3.
Oh, well, he's close enough to keep the to stay within the slipstream though, so I wonder if he's gonna
Reticking.
Oh, actually I don't know. That Lexus takes off.
He does. And Ian Byron pitting right now, just a little past midway.
Oh, as Buckley has a yellow. Oh, I caught a bit of a collision there.
I'm gonna replay that.
I don't know what happened. Buckley was having a moment, it looks like, just ahead. I wonder if it was some team-on-team
Buckley
violence.
went off, touched the grass. Ooh,
Oh, that's
T-bone
just
penetrate.
unlucky.
Yeah, that was hard to dodge. You don't know where which end the car is gonna roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no real fault there. It's just tough. As let's see where McDonald is after his pit. So he's currently leading pretty comfortably. He also has the best pit time. It looks like by a tie of a 1:25. Him and Sullivan. But pitting early might have been the move, as he is now in 14th position.
To Kyle, the top 3 still has not pit. It's still an Audi sandwich with pilot car in the middle.
Yeah, I wonder if Carl's going to try and pit early.
I'm looking at the Delta 2 leader, which is Matt Artsum.
Mm-hmm.
Harold McDonald currently, he has pit. Currently P14 is effective P2.
Whoa.
Yes, maybe P3. Maybe P3, but definitely P2-3. So he at least undercut Martin Smith. That's pretty sure.
As we have some more front runners, as Big Daddy, Yaron, Rigatoni, and Sacombe, they're all coming in. And Schwepp. A big block from 5th to 9th coming in to pit.
Yeah, Sean, I think that's what can happen. No one probably gonna do anything funny by themselves and react. Someone probably will react to someone's pitting.
As it is now a pretty spread field. A lot of the people who were racing pretty close together have all pitted together. As McDonald races past them and is now in P6.
Yep. McDonald just squeezed himself into P2, actually eyeing down first place.
Oh, as Artem and Carv come in, Smith, however, stays out.
Okay, P2 respawn to P3. Yeah, Harold is eyeing down first place for the win.
Yeah. So that was
Holy
Artem
cow.
pitting and Carr chasing him. So that's P1 and 2 diving in together. As Sean says, the Audis will for sure pit together.
I keep eyeing Harold McDonald, see where he's gonna come through the pit, because I believe he is gonna pass both Artem
Oh, as I
Carr.
just caught on the pip there.
Oof,
that's
that's
Wix
Wix.
having a movement. Yeah, touched the grass and got sucked out into the gravel, spun around and back on their way. However, O'Neill right behind them. And God, I love that Skyrim livery.
All right, can you hop on Artem or Carr, please, once you're done with the replay? McDonald's just coming to sector 3. There's gonna be a tight one.
As I'm on with Artem right now, who's the first one to pit. So he's leading Carr as they are slowly coming down to the edge of the pit lane. It's going to be really close. And
gonna
you
be
know
close.
what? McDonald's going to have warmer tires too going to this.
That you're right. McDonald just finished the lap. I think he may have cleared them.
Artem has just come out of the pit lane. He's now at speed.
And McDonald
They're going to
just
come
cleared
together
them.
really close.
Oh my god!
As McDonald jumps them and puts himself...
What undercut!
Oh, what an undercut. Genius move. As now he's got to defend from Artem, but Artem's got cold tires and McDonald's been on a roll. He's been able to stay in the groove.
What a good pit by McDonald's.
Yeah, look, he's already put a second between him.
Yeah, with
As
the
Sullivan
Pirelli
is now
tire.
chasing Carr too. Man, what a smart play.
Yeah, so our current leader is Martin Smith. Not nearly have enough gap to clear himself from Harold McDonald. As he has 7 to 8 second deficit. So McDonald is definitely the effective leader. As he's to the back of Head Cockcroft, who has a blue flag.
As Laz, who's currently in P3, jumps into the pit.
I'm gonna hop on Web to the back of Shatner. Ooh,
And
just
after-
wait for Smith to pit. See how that undercut is gonna work. Smith is actually getting quite hairy. He's gonna come out behind. Oh boy, he might come out between Carr and Soloff in P5-6.
He is currently lapping in the 138s, which isn't
That is not
fantastic.
Yep. Yep.
But he's out for another lap at least.
Lee got a yellow. Oh, it's a pit. All right.
Oh, as I believe Andrew just passed Rally into turn 13. I'll see if I can get that on the pit. Yep, another smooth dive down the inside.
On turn 13.
Very well taken. Yep, turn 13.
That was clinical.
Mm-hmm. And after Wix's spin into the dirt there, O'Neill's been sticking to him, but just not close enough to make any moves stay.
Last about to come out to the pit.
Whoa!
Oh, that was close. That was
got
almost-
tight.
Oh,
Oh, it did not
penetration.
get tight. As Matisse gives Lavs a loves tap and sends him into the
Inside.
ad boards.
I hope Manassi gonna give the place back.
Doesn't look like it. As
Doesn't
they
look like
take
it.
off.
They just off him go. Maybe he's slowing down a little bit. It's a second and a half. Is returnable in the backs, right? It's returnable.
As Smith dives into the pit.
Ooh, this is a good one. You're gonna have to watch it. Yeah, Madison is not lifting. Madison is not lifting in the back straight. And that would be a good place to do it if I want to do it. All right, let's come into Carr or Sullivan. If I recall correctly, that's where I projected Smith's gonna come out, between Carr and Sullivan.
As McDonald is currently 50 seconds away from passing Smith.
McDonald drove so well and makes such good call on when to pit. He is so quick after taking the season off. I would say he has always been quick but not consistent, but he's so consistent this season. I'm just hoping that I will get good by taking a season off as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think too.
I can also hope. I can only hope. All right.
As Smith has stopped for 32 seconds, which is the shortest time so far, with a lot of other people taking 32 seconds.
And Carr P4 right now just into sector 3, into the last braking zone, coming out turn 14-15.
As Holmes has had a yellow, looks like he's broke himself into 13.
And we have Carr into the main straight.
Yeah, McDonald and Artem have both passed Smith, and Smith isn't even. He's just come out of the pits and is back to racing. He's put himself in 4th, 5th.
And even Sullivan passed him.
Yeah, so he's right behind Sullivan, but he's comfortably in 5th right now. And with cold tires, I think Sullivan will be able to extend that difference.
And Smith behind, yep. And the car behind Smith right now is a blue flag.
Oh, as Schweppes, Sacombe, Kangaroo. I believe that is everybody who's pit, as Cockcroft is currently sideways on the back straight.
I'm gonna catch that replay. Looks like turn 7.
It looks like he's hit the he's hit the grass and just found himself around.
Yep. Right in the middle. That's not much you can do, you just gotta wait it out.
An awkward spot.
Yep.
As Laz is coming onto the onto the front straight, right behind Madison, looking for a bit of revenge.
And
I don't know if he'll be able to take that.
That's a little far for a lunge.
Yeah, as he backs out, yeah.
Very safe. Smith on P5 got undercut by Sullivan and a bunch. Now is still eyeing down. Sullivan's back. Hasn't lived up yet. The gap is not wide, even with. Ooh, what are you watching? Ooh, that was that's Artem and.
That was
Harold,
Artem and McDonald, yeah.
Dang.
As they went real close to each other. As McDonald set a 137.4 on his last, but Artem set a 136.8, and Carr set a 136.285 on his last, which is the quickest lap of the race.
Bunching up together.
This is going to be an interesting last 15 minutes, as a lot of the track is starting to get real close.
About 9 laps to go.
As Laz was able to pass Madison, I'll replay that in the pit really quick. Looks like, Madison looked like they went too wide, hit the grass, and was able to, Laz was able to take that position back. As Schweppes is right on the back of Shatner.
Oh,
as they go down the back
defending
straight.
Inside. Shatner pulled this defense so many times this race, and all of them has been effective.
He's gone real deep though. You jinxed him.
I jinxed him, man.
Yeah, Schweppes makes a really smooth move around the outside into turn 2 and is able to pip that position from him. God, you just had to say something.
I just had to move my mouth.
Oh, as we have a yellow from Latrice, who looks around and in the wall. I'll replay that really quick in the pit.
Expensive. Turn 11.
Yeah, I think he's touched. Yeah, touched grass, gone around. Oh, and a big hit to his front left and his rear left as well.
I wonder if he gets suspension damage from that.
Yeah. Oh gosh, as my replay starts to freak out. We also have Rally, who on the back straight has hit a yellow. I'll replay that one as well, see what happened. As it's all in the last 15 minutes going down.
Tires are suffering.
Yeah, I imagine he's hit grass as well.
Crossing, just like Pat Cockcroft.
And into the wall. Yeah,
That looks expensive.
that's the exact same crash, just in 2 different places.
Deja vu.
That's crazy. Because it looks like Latrice is still in the wall.
Dude, he's struggling. Like the car
It's a
must
rough
be
spot to
quite
be,
wrecked
yeah.
right now.
As Holmes is looking at O'Neill, but not able to make the position stick. Well, not able to pass, sorry. And McDonald is going to have to defend for his life these last 13 minutes.
Oh my god. Holmes is getting
Ooh!
back up.
Ooh! As there's a bit of an accident in the rear end.
Someone got smacked.
That Shatner and Sacombe had an accident, and it looks like Canderel got love tapped. It looks like they go side by side. Oh! Almost saved it, but then around.
Sacombe got tipped by Shatner. I don't know
Oh,
who saw this.
Sacombe is in the dirt is again. I'll replay this in the pit. I don't know what happened here.
And I just click on Holmes, and Holmes
And
went.
he's around as well. It's all gone wrong.
The last 15 minutes. Oh, Holmes missed entirely in the back straight turn 8. We got a lead change, is that correct?
No, I think our relatives just had a glitch there. As it told me everyone passed McDonald, and then McDonald repassed everyone. However, Artem is well within closing distance.
We have a yellow 792 in turn 13.
Yeah, Latrice, who I think is just trying to nurse damage and get back.
Struggling. Yeah, that
I think he's got bad,
expensive.
bad suspension damage.
Do you pit? I don't even know anymore. Like, oh, he's last place. So yeah, you pit.
Yeah, it looks like he can't even get his car out of the.
He may have meatball too.
Into the pit, yeah.
Like, if you're not last place, do you? If you don't have meatball and you're not last, do you pit? You have like 8 laps left, 8 laps left.
Yeah,
it's gonna take 5 years.
You might as well pit and hope people get penalties after the race that might jump your position.
Oh. That's heartbreaking. That's a tough call, I would say.
Limp around the track for a while.
Or for 7 laps, if your car's wrecked like that, you may be doing a 3-4 minutes lap.
Yeah, and then you're a detriment to other races too.
Yeah, too.
So God forbid you crash into someone. As both the Audis are similar distances away from their rivals, Artem is half a second back to McDonald, and Smith is half a second back to Sullivan. And Carr happily in the middle, 3rd place, holding steady.
Still got the purple and still running the fastest current lap. So he is catching up to P2 Artem.
I don't know if he'll have the time though.
Not enough. He's catching 2 tenths.
Yeah.
Oh, not 2 tenths. I misread. Oh my god, 9 tenths?
9 tenths. He might be able to do it.
By
He'll
the
have to
end
really
of
put
last
it down.
3 laps, they would be together if that delta sustains. Yeah, Harold and T12, Harold McDonald and Matt Artem is running quite slow, mid to low 37. They are definitely defending and fighting and causing that time. Oh Matt! Oh no!
Oh, that's big into the wall.
Heli cam.
Big into the wall, and there goes Carr straight by him.
Yep.
He must have touched grass on his left rear.
Exactly, like you said.
It's what happened to Latrice.
Latrice, yep.
Except he didn't go all the way around. He was able to bounce off it and keep going.
Dude, that expensive. You just threw away a podium like that. I assume Sullivan's gonna come right in. With less than 3 second gap and your car heavily damaged, I don't think you can defend that 2 seconds.
Yeah. I've just got word from McDonald's car. He has started to breathe, as now he doesn't have a car breathing down his neck for first place.
Yeah, 5 second gap, 4+ second with how many laps to go? 5 laps to go, 6 laps to go. That would be comfortable. If you don't make major 360s, you should be okay.
As looks like Artem is making room for his teammate and Sullivan to go by.
Sullivan snuck into the podium.
Yep, he's done well there. It looks like Artem is now just trying to limp home,
Yep, I wonder if
get
he's
as
gonna
many
pit.
points as he can. And
That's a
with
tough
9 minutes
call.
left, I don't think
That's
he
a
will.
tough call.
I think he'll be so far. Like, I think if he pits, he'll lose so many more points than if he stays. Because it looks like he's able to hold it together somewhat. He's not spinning out constantly.
I think I agree with you. Just limp. That's no defending, but just limp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Martin Smith is still in the back of Sullivan, looking for the podium now that his teammate crashed out.
Yeah, had a good meeting with Barrier.
That was a very heavy meeting with Barry R. That Barry R has made a lot of friends tonight.
As Laz looks like they're trying to see up the outside of Rally going into turn 1, but not enough room to make it stick. He's gonna stay in 24th.
With Nate Andrew to the back of Shatner. In turn 6, coming into 7. Oh, I can't. I gotta hop back forward. This fight's too tight.
It is, yeah, it is so close. They are lapping pretty similar to each other, just a
It
tenth
is.
off.
You
As
wanna
somehow
hop
Car,
on board on passenger cam on Audi. Yeah, look how cool he looks.
he is locked in right now, as he is only 0.3 away from a podium position. Look at that.
Maybe give him a better exit. No. That's true though. Audi has been having a bad custom BOP. Not bad, but like quite a few ballasts in this season BOP wise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was wiggly. I'm gonna replay that.
That was almost a rough time.
POV replay.
Yeah, I wonder if he's... Oh, he's just saved it. A little bit of breathing room, but not enough. Still under a second between the two.
Laz and Rally just...
Ooh, Laz and Rally going side by side. Looks like Laz is trying to take the position from Rally. But Rally's not going to give it up that easily, as he's going to try and go down the inside. Side by side. Oh, it's bloody close. Ooh! I thought he was about to hit the grass there, but Laz is able to hold the position.
Hit the grass and spin across the track. Big Daddy and Artem trade place. Okay, Artem has a damage.
Yeah, on him with that damage. Looks like he's...
Now,
if you can catch up to him, it's a free position, it looks like.
Yep, it will be. That man cannot contest if you're behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Next one to approach Artem would be Ian Byron, about 11 seconds behind. I don't know if Ian's gonna catch him actually.
As Andrew and Shatner have just gone side by side, Shatner taking the position. I think there was a bit of contact there. I'll replay it in the pip, as it looks like they were side by side for a bit. This is them coming out of the chicane. 10. Yeah, it looks like Andrew was right on the rear end of Shatner. Oh,
nice
Andrew with
dive.
a big lunge.
I say
They've kept it really clean. Yeah,
that looks
they've kept it really clean. It doesn't look like he was able to take the position though, but a really valiant effort, and he's kept it close too.
Yep. So right now I'm looking at Ian Byron, 10 seconds behind Matt Artem. Artem has damage. Last lap is 40 flat. Ian Byron
looks like...
is 2.5 seconds faster each lap. Ian cannot catch up to Artem. Looks like Artem may be safe in P6.
Now Harold is... He's doing well, but Carr has just closed that gap from 4 seconds down to 2. I don't think he'll have enough though. But it seemed doable for a while there.
We have only 3 laps left. That seems a little doable, but he had a fighting chance. He has a chance to fight, I would say.
I've just noticed Latrice is still sitting on a yellow. I think they've just been driving on the grass.
Yeah, just to stay out of everyone's way.
Oh, as Foster's gone around.
Got yellow. That front end looked jacked up.
I'll do a quick 15-second replay to see what happened there. Oh, you as well.
Sorry, I should have called it out first. Oh, inside of 7.
Yeah, he's just gone around.
Almost rammed into it.
Oh, it's Smith. Right on the rear end of Sullivan here. Smith on the end of Sullivan. Shatner, Andrew, and Sacombe are all tied to each other. Some big moves could happen in the dying moments of this race. Oh, is Andrew gone around? I don't know if that was contact or not. I'll replay that because I was just on view with Sacombe there. I'll see if he's able to keep the position against Wheeler, but it doesn't look like it. Although he breaks light, goes on the outside, and he is able to keep that position. He's able to take that position back. So he's only lost 1 position there. I don't know if this will catch the... no, I wasn't able to catch the spin. But a replay on this...
Curb?
It might have just been curb there, but a smooth pass on Wheeler on the outside. Andrew's actually had a really good race in terms of form. They're down 2 positions, but they've been putting the work in. As there's a yellow from one of the Aaron brothers, losing a position to Ansem. Smith still 0.4 from Sullivan. Nothing changing too much.
Car right now is 1 second back from leader Harold McDonald. He's approaching quick. He has probably 1 lap of time to fight.
Stefani's on the back of Foster here for 29 and 30th. Stefani with a fantastic run and able to take that position. As there's contact.
Ooh, that was
as they both almost go deep.
All survived.
But the position is held by Stefani.
Onto car. Looking into the back of Harold. 1 second back. So McDonald right now is still under pressure. Last lap has a large delta of full second between the first and second place. McDonald and Carr.
Oh, as there's death.
Oh my
There's
god.
big death.
It says Zodi and Sacombe.
Yep, Sacombe is not able to brake in time as Shatner bumps into him.
Oh, another one.
Uh-oh.
Trying to set him straight again. As a leader is coming to that cluster.
Oh boy, as everyone gets past smoothly. But I think the stewards will be looking at that from Shatner and Sacombe, as that seemed a bit.
You want to stay up front? I want to check the replay on that one.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
As we're on board with Carl on the pip.
Oof.
Yeah, it looks like he's tapped him to go around, gone into him.
I'm gonna check the first contact in that.
Yeah, it looks a bit intentional, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
You know, we don't have the telemetry, but it looked dodgy.
The first one, turn 13, this one?
And this was Sacombe looking down the inside, just outbroke himself.
Yeah. I mean, also Sacombe waited, right? Like after Sacombe turned Zodi back, he waited, make sure Zodi's in front.
As it's tight up at the front now, as Smith is 0.2 seconds going on to the back straight behind Sullivan. This could be a change in position, as Carr is still half a second behind McDonald.
All right, I'm staying.
So this is the last lap.
Yep.
As Artem has a yellow as he spins out.
Staying with P1-2.
I'll stay with P3-4.
Now what a tight battles.
Yeah, this could be a drag race at the end here.
Cars down the inside of Harold. Bang.
There's contact.
Okay, both survive. Car
Both
waited.
survived. Car waited.
The fight continued.
With how tight the front group is, I would not want a penalty.
Yeah, a small penalty makes a big difference. All right, McDonald got P1.
As McDonald takes the win.
P2.
Carl right behind him, not able to snipe it, but takes P2. Sullivan holds P3 from Smith, P4.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy taking the silver win after a really good performance in qualifying too. He was able to hold it all together.
P6. Curtis Lee coming down. Matt Artem threw away his podium. Maybe he's allergic to the podium. He's been podium plenty of times.
But you know what? He was able to hold on still.
Yeah,
I think if he pitted, he would have lost so many more positions.
I agree with you. Now, that was a good call. Just limp the rest of the way. That must be painful though. Well, 10 minutes.
This is a few drag races to the finish line, but nothing.
Follow Wheeler. Oh no, Wheeler dropped off.
It looks like this should be the ending, unless there's some spins here and there.
Nate Andrew lost the line. This coming back. With Shatner closely behind.
And this is the final car as Shatner crosses the line to end one hell of a race at Indianapolis.
That's way tight.
Man, what a final last 15 minutes there. So many close races. So many almost deaths. And so many deaths.
Turn 13 is where people's got claimed.
I think... I don't want to say anything, but I don't think the stewards are going to be overly joyous on another D4 race. But man,
again.
that was entertaining. You cannot lie.
Two tight battle up fronts to the last lap.
This is McDonald, Carr, and Sullivan taking you P1, 2, and 3 positions.
Go to the chat. Let's see if we can kidnap anyone. McDonald for sure. I'm bringing him in.
I can see McDonald, Sullivan. I don't see Carr, however.
Hello, Harold.
Hi.
Congratulations on one hell of a race win.
Thanks, man. Oh my gosh, those last laps, I was so sweaty. Holy cow.
What an undercut.
Yeah, we'll start with the pit. What a move, hey? The undercut worked fantastic for you.
Yeah, they Smith and his teammate, they kept going away and away, and I had like a screw up that overcooked the tires. I was like, you know what? I'm over pushing. I just need to reset. And I was hoping the undercut would work, and it worked out beautifully.
Was there ever a, as you know, how did you plan to take P1 with that undercut, or was this just kind of a, we'll see if I can gain a few positions from it? Like, did you expect to be coming out leading the race?
Not at all. I thought for sure they had enough pace that they would actually be able to overcut me potentially. So I was just like, once I got out, I was like, I'll gain as many places as I can, maybe get a podium, and I'll just be as consistent as possible and as fast as possible. So
Well, it definitely worked out well, and you must have been holding your breath pretty hard when you had I believe it was it Smith behind you for a while there?
Yeah, for sure. It was the first like 10, 20 minutes I had Smith behind me, and or was it when I came out of the pits?
Coming out of the pits when you were defending for Smith for P1, how was that?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I was just constantly focusing on like my lap delta and their delta behind me, and when they I think it was Artem. When I saw I got past Artem as they were coming out for the pit and that I had P1, I was like, holy shit, this actually worked. So I started sweating even more.
Yeah, I mean, it must have been a breath of fresh air to see the yellow flag come up and then immediately holding your breath again as Carr, the newcomer from D5, was breathing down your neck.
Yeah, that guy's got some serious pace. And when I saw he was like 4 seconds behind, I looked at the time. I was like, there's 10 minutes left. I should be able to hold him back. But no, he was running quali laps the whole rest of the race.
Mm-hmm. I believe his best lap time was a 1:36.1, which is insane. But you were able to hold steady. And is this your first win, or?
Yeah, this is my first SRA win, and Coach Jeffries predicted it, so this was for him.
Wow, yeah, you were able to beat the jinx of being the coach's favorite.
Yeah.
So that's 2 big wins: winning Indianapolis and not dying because the coach thought you were going to win.
Right, for sure.
Well, congratulations.
Oh,
that was a fantastic race.
Thank you so much. And leading D4 gold, so happy about that.
Fantastic. Did you have a hard time after your pit getting through traffic, or was it all smooth?
No, actually, I was really glad I pit when I did because I came out in really clean air. I think there was maybe a car in front of me, but only like 5 seconds, and it was just very easy, smooth, clean laps.
Nice. Well, that is fantastic here. Cube, do you have any follow-up questions or anything?
And the last lap in turn 13, when you door bang.
Cube, you are muted. I hope.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Thank you. Last lap when you door bang with car, turn 13. Were you worried? I forget. It's turn 13 or turn 1.
It was turn 13. So turn 1. There was one time where on turn 1, he dove in on me, and I kind of expected it. But then that turn 13, oh my gosh, I was like, I figured he had to go for a move somehow, and it was going to be there. And I was just trying to squeeze him as much as I could, but without hitting him. And I was just glad that like he was respectful of me going off track, and we were able to have a clean run to the finish. But man, my heart was pounding when we were hitting doors. I was like, oh no, oh no.
Yep. Well, that's all I got. Congratulations again.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Race. It was good to see you
more soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so too. Probably not wet spa. I'm most scared of that race.
Oh, that's
otherwise
just sketchy all around.
Yeah.
I feel like you're not alone in that boat of fearing wet spa, but
for sure.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see you again.
Hope so. I'll try for it. That's for sure.
All right. Thank you for talking to us. I'll send you back to the race chat.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You. Right.
Should we pull up Tyler Carr?
Okay. And yes, see it. Hello, Tyler. You're in the commentator booth.
Oh, what's up?
Hello, hello. We want to talk to you about how crazy of a race you had today from because you were previously a D5 racer, correct?
Yeah, from my stint on Coda, I was put in D5, but I wasn't able to do any races in D5 because I was away in Italy. So this was my first race this season.
And what practically everyone.
Yeah, what a hell of a race to come back to.
Yeah. Oh god, I got dogs barking. Sorry.
That's all good. So tell us, how was that whole race for you? Because you were pretty much competing for the front from the green light to the checkered flag.
The race was. I had a terrible jump, so it was 3 wide going into the first.
You got
First
sandwiched
corner.
by the Audis.
Yeah. So then I was just running P2, and I tried to go for a pass because I don't know if it's just this track. I had no places to even attempt to pass. So I went for one, went off the track. Then I was back in 4th, I believe. And then a couple other people made mistakes, and then I screwed myself in the pit lane. So I came out like 7 seconds behind first and second. So I had some time to make up, and then last few laps could not make a pass.
I mean, make it up you did. You were setting, I think you set the fastest lap walking away with the purple. I think it was a 136.1. That's insane for a race lap.
Yeah, that was towards the end of the race. When I was trying to catch him, I was pushing.
And how was your, what was going through your head at the end there with the battle with McDonald with the P1 on the line?
I tried getting as close. I was hoping the lappers would slow him up a bit, which they did. So I was able to get like right on him. So I went for that pass on the last lap. I bumped him, so I just let him go. After that was my last attempt. But it was a very fun race.
Yeah, I mean, you had one hell of a race. P2 is your first race in D4. I think you've definitely got a win on the cards.
I sure hope so.
I'm excited to see if we can able to chat with you again in the commentary booth. Cube, do you have any other questions?
I might just congrats for the first race, having such good result.
Thank you.
I will send you back to the race chat and hopefully see you more again.
Thanks. I'd like to give a shout out to my team, Fear Nothing Moto. I forgot last time I was interviewed, so shout out Fear Nothing Moto.
Who's your teammate?
I don't have one in D4.
Okay, that's what I thought. Cause
he's just joined, so I don't. Yeah.
I have 2 teammates, and they're in D5. Josh Grush and Tyler McCullough. They're in D5 together.
Well, we'll see how their race went.
But
hopefully well. Well, thanks for joining us, Tyler. Congratulations again.
No problem. Thank you.
Hey.
I think we have Sullivan, who was P3.
Yep. Hello, Jack.
Hello.
Congratulations on a podium position. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I did not think I was going to hold on to that one, but managed to hold off Martin for just long enough.
Yeah, it was pretty close with you guys at the end there. How was that battle from your point of view?
Very stressful. He definitely had me on the brakes a few times, and just I was far enough ahead that I was able to take the corner without missing it completely, but I was driving in my mirrors for a solid 10 laps there.
Yeah, no kidding. And how was your pit? We had a lot of winners and losers when it came to pitting. Did you practice your pit? Did you have a good one? What was your thought process through that?
I didn't practice it enough, or as much as I would have liked. I was pretty slow on entry, just ensuring I wouldn't get a little drive-through penalty. But then was able to hit the box just fine, and I came out not in clean air, but not getting blue flagged, so it's a win for me in that case. And I did end up managing to jump Martin with that undercut since he stuck it out for so long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was great to watch you overtaking that last battle. It was real tight between you guys.
Oh yeah.
It was. I mean, I was sweaty watching. I can't imagine what your racing setup looks like right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab a towel for my seat a little later.
And was there that last fight at the end there was real intense. How was it for the rest of the race? Like, how's your start and midway through just before your pit?
Yeah, we played a little pinball at T1, picked up some damage there, and then I got dropped a little bit by the top 4 or 5 guys for the first half of the first stint before really settling in and closing that gap right before the pit stop time. And then the second half was just complete holding on with Martin behind me, just trying not to let him past. Very stressful.
Did you plan on hitting around halfway mark where you did before it started?
Yeah, my original plan was I was thinking 35 minutes in just to ensure I wouldn't end up getting blue flagged. But then as we were getting close to the midway point, I was paying attention to the mini map and noticed that I would be able to get out in front of the leader far enough that there would be no risk in that. So I was able to pit just after the 30-minute mark. So yeah, that worked out pretty well tire-wise.
Well, I mean, congratulations. P3 is a pretty good one to hold, especially with how many self-deletes there were towards the end there. So I think P3 I think it's going to be good points to hold on to for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that. My best result so far. First time I didn't kill myself on a turn or two.
And plenty of that tonight.
Yes.
Well, congrats for your points. Podium finish.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, congratulations.
Back to the race review. Right then. Recaps. Night.
Yeah, that was our top 3, and boy, that was interesting. What a race. I think...
Oh, you go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, I'm excited for D4 to be the most rewatched stream just because of how many times the stewards are going to have to go through it.
Yeah, that is not a good reason to be the most popular one, but sadly, I think we are.
But
to be
what's
honest,
up?
I really don't think tonight is that bad. Like
No,
car contact is not too horrible. A lot of self-delete though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sadly, turn 13 has some running out. Turn 14 coming out of the last turn. That was expensive, seeing people self-delete, sending them right into the inside wall.
Yeah. I think it'll be interesting to see how people the stories that are going to come up from the actual incidents to the stewards. But what have we got on schedule for next week?
Next week is Valencia regular pit, so it's 1 liter splash and dash.
Nice. That's going to be fun to watch. A nice sunny race.
Yep. I quite like that track. It's quite flowy. Some curbs are cool, some are not. Some curbs will murder your family. I don't remember turn number, but if you're on the left side, it will send you to Jesus. Let's see next week how's Valencia go. Then we have 1 week off after that.
St. Paddy's Day, and then the dreaded wet Spa.
I feel like spas in general is chaotic enough because of Radeon.
I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of tired marshals waving yellow flags.
Can we get a restart, boys? Can we get a restart?
Oh, fantastic.
We'll see you next week if you don't have any more to add.
No, I think that's it. Just excited for Valencia.
All right, then. Next week, Valencia, same time. See you, SRA.